Hello, this is Buildershed here, and today we're finally going to actually get to the basics of Linux, like some of the more basic things about Linux. Instead of, like, now we're actually moving on to the basic things of Linux. So first two were, the first one was about like why, and the second video was about about choosing a distro. So obviously, I think we're out of that area, and now we should actually get to the real fun, and that is actually learning how to use Linux. Well, actually, more like the basics of it. So let's get into it. So here I got an Ubuntu VM going. So I think the first thing to start this off has to be the desktop environment. This is what you call Gnome here. So Gnome is a desktop environment that comes with most Linux distros, if you're not going with the minimal one, of course. It comes with Ubuntu and Fedora. Ubuntu, of course, uses a more modified one. Like, I believe it has a modified version and dash to dock right here. Of course, I'm running a virtual machine. There's going to be a couple issues, and of course, I installed a bunch of things before. But here. But if you're talking about any other distro that uses Gnome, there'd usually be like a dock that comes up right here. But I'll show y'all. So this is basic Gnome, with of course a couple modifications you can't forget. Got a modification right there. I think I'm gonna start off with this one because it's what I think we need to start off with. And it doesn't look as screwed up whenever I do this. So yeah. So some of y'all may be wondering some things like how do I do some of the basic things? Well, from the start when you got some like a desktop environment installed, they're pretty basic. Like the answers are pretty easy. You usually open up the file manager distro comes with, and you manage it like how you don't normally do at any other window manager. Modification though, if you want to modify Gnome, you install Gnome tweaks. And of course, let me just toggle my settings on and get these going. Those fixed. You'll see most distros with Adwada by default. This is what your icons normally look like. But we are on Ubuntu, and you're probably more likely going to be seeing this when you boot it up. So stay on here while I learn this looking thing off here. But there's that. A lot of distros come with the LibreOffice suite. Basically, a really good free alternative to Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office isn't even on Linux, anyways. It should come with the browser and Thunderbird Mail. As well as the browser is usually Firefox, though. You gotta mention that. And you see a lot of distros also coming with the shop too. So let's just type in software. You got a Synapse store you can go into and get some snaps, which are basically software. Looks like this didn't come with a store on the Snap, but I digress. So it looks like we'll have to do a couple things, and this is where the other one comes in. Here's Ubuntu. Some distros have a bit different of a are a little bit different when it comes to this. Like the PS1. Let's just have Vim installed. Okay. So I think this brings up to another thing that I think we should bring up. The command line. The command line is probably the most used, is a well used and commonly used part of Linux, and it's actually quite recommended for you to learn. It's not hard at all to learn though. Basic commands will include ls. This lists the files that are in the directory. ls-a shows the files and the ones that are hidden. The hidden files usually have a this by them little dot. Most file managers though, you want to show hidden files, you just press Control and H, and to rehide them you just do that. Package managers. Already went to a little discussion of this. Oh wait, let's back up a little bit. Next command, I think some other commands would first of all include sudo. Sudo or sudo, I like to call it sudo. Basically allows you to run a command as if you were root. So let's do sudo apt install or whatever. So let's do sudo apt install Synapse. So it'd prompt you, of course. And you have to type in your password. Though I have it set up on my computer, like on my main machine, where I don't have to type in my password for sudo, which is like not recommended if you really prefer your system to be secure. But I really don't worry much about security on my system unless a computer virus comes in. But on Linux, it's quite rare. In fact, it's a lot rarer to find a virus than it is to find one on Mac. And it's very rare to find a virus for Mac OS than it is for Windows or Android. Now the other two commands are move and copy. MV and CP. Also CD, current directory. To move file. So let's create a little file. The touch command, by the way, creates a file. So let's create example.txt. So if we ls right now, see, you got that. You want to remove a file, you just do that. So you do that, and look what's no longer there. The up arrows go to previous keys, up and down. So if you want to basically read out anything that's in a text file onto the terminal, you'd use the cat command and the address.file. So example.txt. But there's nothing in there. So how would you put something in there, you may ask? Most distros come with something. For example, gedit, but they also come with nano as a text command line one. So let's put something stupid in here. Test. You press some right there. So let's do the same command. So that's the text copied out. So now let's start screwing around with the file. Move. So you type in MV. So if you want to move file, you would do move example. Little shortcut if you are And this will, and when you do it like this, if there's nothing before it, literally nothing, if it's not this before it, then it'll look in the current directory. Current directory with normal PS1 is labeled right here, right before that. The squiggly line is your home directory. Let's move this to documents. So you specialize directory here. If you want to refer to your home directory, you do squiggly and / document. You could press tab to autocomplete the command. You can also do this to refer to your home directory. So basically home and your username, which for me is Buildershed. And here's everything in there. So let's do that move example.txt to /documents. Of course, this is all changed right here. So .cd into documents. This is the cd command. Change your correct directory, and now commands that you do are relevant to that area. So cat example.txt. Meanwhile, if I were to go back, by the way, just type in cd, just sends you back to your home directory. Typing this sends you to the root directory, and here you can't screw with anything without root permission. So you can do this, and then your command, or that, which basically sends you here. It makes your root a root. Type X if you want to exit that. Let's see here in cat example.txt. And if you can hear properly, I'm pressing tab right now. It's not auto-complete. So you might as well think, might as well do it myself. No such file or directory. That's because it's in documents. So let's go back to documents and cp example.txt to documents. Oh wait, it's already in there. To my root directory. So it's back in the root directory, but also still in here. So those are your more basic ones. You may have also heard of a command called echo. So let's just say something stupid. Yes. It basically says it right there. And you also use echo to basically echo something to a text file. So let's again put something stupid like yes and put it into example.txt. Now we cat example.txt, and look, it has the word yes at the bottom of it. Now I just type clear. So I think the other thing to mention here imagine forgive me. So I think the next point we need to move on to are some other commands. So here is your package manager. So sudo apt install. This is for Debian based distributions. Installs your packages. So we already have LibreOffice, but it's already installed, so I just type no. Well, I'm on Arch, so normally for me it'd be sudo pacman-s, but welcome to Ubuntu. If you're on Fedora, you do sudo dnf install, sudo zipper install, emerge -- ask if you're on Gentoo, which I don't know why there'd be a beginner on Gentoo, just I don't know why. It's actually generally a good question. If you're a beginner on Gentoo, I don't know what the heck you're doing, but you're obviously way above everyone's pay grade right now or whatever. So that's that. Package manager is basically allow you to install stuff and remove packages. So the other thing I was going to go over was recursive. So you may have heard this. So this is usually -r is recursive. This includes these things right here. Your folders, also known as directories. This copies directories. So copy or cp -r and now downloads into documents. Why not? Documents. Now we have that in there. Want to remove the file, want to remove the folder, you do download documents, downloads. Now we go into documents again. Look, downloads no longer in there. Now, a couple other commands. If you're on a distro like Arch or any other distro that doesn't automatically mount things, you do a command like lsblk to check like the things connected. And you do let's say you had another thing on here, like another drive, a USB drive. Let's say it shows up as SDA3 or something. You do sudo mount, and then you have to be in sudo no matter what to mount. You do dev SDA, let's say 3, and then you do that to mount. That's what M&T stands for, mount. Well, you're showing this was like a Ubuntu they're already mounted. Let's go to Synapse. I don't think I got the right. I don't think I got the right one down. I didn't get the right Synapse package manager. Crap. Oh boy. I usually have some like Synapse installed on here, like a Synapse package manager, which would probably be an ABT actually thinking about. So let's pull up the terminal again. Install Synapse. Package. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. that's kind of another cool thing. Another thing you could search around. So that's basically that. Now, what if you want to install things that are not the official repositories? Maybe Minecraft, Steam, or whatever. Well, first option, you can install Flatpak. But the other option is for Debian-based distros, you got DEP files. For example, discord.db. For Red Hat based distros like Fedora, as well as OpenSUSE and its distros that are based off of it, you got .rpm files. And if you're on a distro like Arch, you got on distro like Arch, you got something known as, well, the Arch user repository, which you can go online, find a package. In fact, I'll actually do a quick demonstration of that. So let me go ahead into here, and let's just get a package from the AUR. So you do git clone. I already took yay off, so let's cd in that. That's my program DB. So first, let's just do rm-r yay-git. Oh no. Oh boy. I'm going to Midnight Commander. So you do git clone https://aur.archlinux.org/ and the name of the package, so yay-git, and then .git, add this to the end of the package. Hit cd into yay-git, and you do make package-si, and there really isn't much you need to do from here. Yay is an AR helper by used part anyways. Let's play a waiting game here. You go now. And then you just do that, and there it is right there. If you want to use an AR helper, like you do yay-s, and then just the name of an AR package without the .git. Without the .git. You don't need the .git if you're doing that. So let's get back to that. So distros also come with other things. You got a settings thing here. So you got Bluetooth, you got backgrounds get set. For example, I'm setting this one right here. Display settings, go around there. And they also come with other things, text editors. Nah. If you want to be more of a terminal user, then here's basically your little pack, if you might as well call it Vim or NVim. Vim or Vim, NeoVim or Nano. No, Nano's more likely on here already. Yeah, it obviously is. Bob, part of the Vim club. Sudo apt install Vim. MC if you want to have a terminal type file manager. It's Midnight Commander. It's been around for a long time. And of course, can't forget Feeble NeoFetch. HTOP is probably already on here, but just in case it isn't. And -Y for APT basically skips prompting you for yes. So now there's our favorite waiting game. Now, updating your distro is not hard at all. Usually most distros come with some sort of like some sort of tool that basically allows updates, such as I believe these two, etc., etc. Package managers usually got something that allows you to update to. Arch, it's sudo pacman -s capital S Y Y U, or just capital S lowercase y and u. You press enter. They're doing update for Debian based distros. It's sudo apt or apt update. That updates the packages. That updates repositories, and then sudo apt upgrade, which upgrades the files. There's also dist upgrade or dist upgrade, which upgrades the distro, but I'd rather use what comes with on here for that kind of matters. Also, so that goes on. So I think it should be time to end the video off. It's coming upon 30 minutes. So basically, I'm thinking about getting something started here where I'm gonna let y'all decide what distro should I use for a month, and give a good in-depth review. If it's a distro I reviewed, I'd give a sequel to the review, just more in depth why I actually thought of using it over a month. So basically, a distro I'd use for 30 days. Or 1 month. Y'all give me ideas like that in the comments. Currently using Arch right now, obviously, but yeah. So, this is Buildershed here. Hope to see y'all next time. See ya. If y'all like this type of content, make sure to drop a like. If you wanted to see more of this content, make sure to subscribe. If you don't like this content, or specifically this video, drop a dislike. And it'd be heavily appreciated if you were to also drop a comment explaining why you disliked the video and some issues, also known as constructive feedback. I'll see y'all next time. See ya.